Shalom. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, GMS. Peace and blessing to the Akim and a few Akwat across the four winds. This is your brother Batamaya from Great Millstone, Houston, coming to you with a quick lesson. Now, I want to go into the color of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi, Yahweh whom the world ignorantly calls God, which his name means he exists or he to be. And Yahawashi, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, his name means he is the deliverer or he's the savior. But I just wanted to go into a few precepts in the book of Revelation, just going into the color of the Lord. Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. Now that's going into Yahawashi, which you can see in the depiction. In this picture here, you can see Yahawashi in the middle. Standing in the midst, you see the seven candlesticks also. But one thing I do want to say is we do not worship these images or these depictions. We just use them pretty much as a graphic so we can see, what the Lord looks like. Because growing up, Esau Edom, which is the self-proclaimed white man, what they've pushed throughout Christianity and through Roman Catholicism is a Caucasian, which is Cesare Borgia, with this long, stringy, brunette hair, pale skin, and his eyes are not as a flame of fire. So nothing of that depiction lines up with the scriptures. That's how we know that Christianity has nothing to do with the scriptures. But back into the precepts, Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. And who's the Son? The only begotten Son, Yahawashi. His Father, our Father in heaven, Yahweh, clothed with a garment down to the foot. So when you see us out in the highways and hedges bringing out the word, we wear our ancient garments. We have on a garment that goes down to the foot. We don't have on t-shirt with fringes. We make sure that our garments are long and they're covering. And gird about the paps with a golden girdle. So if you look at the picture or the depiction, you'll see he has like a golden belt around his waist. So that's what that's going into. I like what brothers say, like if you're a wrestling fan, you know they'll put that gold belt, that WWF or that WWE championship belt around their waist. But Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. So he's the ultimate champ. Revelation 1 and 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. So his head and his hairs, that's going into the hair that's on his head is woolly, and also his beard and his mustache is woolly, and it's definitely white as snow, which represents wisdom. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. He was a wine bibber, so if you're drinking a lot of wine, of course your eyes are going to turn red. Revelation 1 and 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. So if you put anything into a furnace or an oven, and you burn it, it's gonna turn dark, very dark. Like for instance, I like cheese pizza. If you put cheese pizza in there, some parts of there, if you leave it in there too long, some parts of the pizza, it turns to a dark brown. If you look real closely, you'll see it's like a dark brown. That goes to show you that the Lord was a dark brown, because brass is a derivative of brown. And in some translations, I believe it says bronze. I mean, bronze is a brownish color. And his voice as the sound of many waters. So he had a very, very deep voice. If you ever heard a waterfall, if you just sit back and listen to a waterfall, it's very thunderous. It's very scary. And the Lord was an austere man. So, of course, he was going to talk with some type of force, some type of aggression. But that was pretty much about it. Let me bring out one more precept. The book of Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, or Quadar in the Hebrew, as the curtains of Solomon. So when you go into this word comely, Strong's H 5000, Nahawa'ah, Salaki if I'm saying that wrong, Na'awa. It just goes into comely, seemly, or beautiful. Who says that they're black and beautiful? That goes into you Negroes mainly. We have our women have products called Dark and Lovely. But even like I want to say in like what the 70s, I'm black and I'm beautiful, things like that. And then even when you go into Qadar, the word Qadar is dark. It means dark. And the Hebrew is Strong's H6938, Qadar. And then it goes here in the outline, it says dark. So it goes to show that we were a dark-skinned people. And no, we are not Africans or Hamites. We're not the Egyptians, the Cushites, so on and so forth. We're a different breed. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which makes up the 12 tribes of Israel. But that's all that I had on that. Lord willing, this was edifying. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the Akim and the few Akwath across the four winds. Shalom.